picking. Nice picking. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Ash Wednesdays. If you're new here, please say hello down in the comments. My name's Ash. I'm Ash Taylor, your host. This is my wonderful husband, Chris, who is going to be picking some guitars and moderating the comments for us. So please comment down below. Let us know where you're watching from, what you guys are up to. It's crazy. We weren't here last week because we actually were playing a show last Wednesday in downtown Nashville. That was fun. Lots of fun. But good to be back with everybody.
Yeah.
Who we got watching, babe? What's going on?
Well, let's see. We've got... Evelyn in the house says, hello, friends.
Hi, Evelyn. So glad you're here.
And we have the beautiful Lynn here
hi,
saying hello
Lynn.
to Evelyn. Apparently, they must have seen each other somewhere else on the internet just previous to this.
Are they just stalking each other? Like following each other around?
I guess so. Says, how's it going, Ash and Chris?
We're great. Way better now that you're here. Thank you for being here. Hope you're doing well.
The world-famous Cindy DeManch is in the house.
Cindy DeManch. Hey, I have to give Cindy a shout out really quick.
Yeah.
Do you guys see these earrings? I think you can see them okay that I'm wearing. So I was having a really rough couple of days and not complaining, just saying, hey, I was struggling and just feeling kind of down. And I went to my mailbox yesterday. I went and got the mail, and there was a package from Miss Cindy DeManch and Brian, of course, the guinea pig, with these earrings in them. And they had the sweetest card, and it made my entire week. It was so sweet, so thoughtful. So wearing them right now, Cindy. So thank you so much again for such a sweet, thoughtful gift.
Yes.
But if you like these earrings, courtesy of Cindy DeManch.
Yes, says Brian and I are in South Carolina with Deb. We will be back home on Friday, so hello to Deb as well.
Wonderful. Hello,
Yes,
Deb. Love Deb. Deb's so sweet.
Deb is awesome.
Yes.
Deb is awesome. Holly Springer is in the house, says, evening, friends.
Hi, Holly. How are you?
Everybody's saying hello to each other. There's our buddy Dennis. Dennis Harrison,
Hey.
Ray's son to be, is in the house. Says,
Hi.
hi, all y'all.
Hi, Dennis. Hope you're doing well.
Yes, good to see you. Cam Miller in the house says, hey, Ash.
Hey, Cam. So glad you're here. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, Addicted to Antlers is here. Good evening, everyone.
Hello. Glad you're here.
And of course, what would it be, Ash Wednesday without Mar in the house? Mar is here. Hi, Ash Taylor and Chris.
Mar, so glad you're here. Thank you. That's our friend from Brazil. And I
yep.
don't think Mar has missed a single Ash Wednesdays
No, I don't think so.
in the history of forever.
Nope.
So him and Lynn,
Yep.
I think, are tied for the most loyal. So
Yep.
Mar, so glad you're here, my friend.
And according to tradition, happy Whiskey Wednesday from Mar.
And I raise a cherry bubbly to you, my friend.
Yes.
Thank you, thank you.
Janelle popped in, says, just popping in to say hello, Ash, Chris, Mel, and all the bad Ashes. I'll watch the replay as I'm off to the sauna.
Oh, off to the sauna.
Life must be tough.
I was gonna say, not that I'm jealous. Well, Janelle,
Yes.
thank you for saying hello. I hope you enjoy the sauna. We need a sauna.
I know, right?
That would be so cool.
Yep,
We should get one.
yep. My mom is here, says mom and dad are here. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
And let's see. Janelle is so sweet, says, let's all hit those like and subscribe buttons. Yes, please. That just helps us out so much when you guys do that.
That would be very awesome. I would definitely appreciate that, you guys. Super. It really does, though. I think that's why you hear probably every creator under the moon say to always hit the like or subscribe or
Yes.
whatever, but you just thumbs up in the video, whether, it doesn't matter if you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, wherever. It really
Makes a
does
big
help.
difference.
Yeah, it really does. So
Makes
thank
a
you guys for
big
doing that.
difference. Jujubee is in the house, says, hey friends, my night just got a little brighter.
It did. Do you think it's because she's hanging out with us? Do you
Maybe
think
because
that's
she's
what
hanging
it
out
is?
with you.
I don't know. Hey, Jujubee, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for being here. Real quick, I need to know how you're feeling, though. I saw something about you weren't feeling quite
Yes.
quite good.
She
so.
says, 2 days off work to rest, meds for nerve pain. I got my, quote, new car back after 31 days in the shop, sigh. And now y'all are live jamming out. So it sounds like a little bit of improvement in multiple areas all the way around.
Yes,
So,
well, good. Well, we're glad you're here. So
yes,
we were worried about you.
moving the right direction.
Yes, most definitely. It's no fun, though. It's a lot.
Mar says, congrats, Ash Taylor, on 100K views.
Well, thank you so much, Mar. I appreciate it. You know, this probably would be a good time to share with you guys the certificate.
Yes.
If you guys missed it and you're not sure what we're talking about, it says right there, May the 4th, I got a notification from YouTube congratulating me for hitting 100,000 views on my YouTube channel. And it's a pretty big deal. I guess it's a very small percentage of people that get to actually hit 100,000 views.
Yep.
And that's crazy, you guys, like super crazy. And it happened very quickly. So thank you guys. I mean, that's honestly, I have zero to do with this. This is literally you guys showing up to Ash Wednesdays every week. It's you watching music videos and shorts and all the different things. But yeah, and what's really crazy is I hit 100,000 views. And I looked right before we went live. I've actually already got 10,000 more views on my YouTube channel. So
that's
I'm
fantastic.
at 110,000. So that's a lot of zeros for someone like me who doesn't count past 4 usually.
That is fantastic.
Thank you guys. That's seriously though all because of you. I had nothing to do with it. So thank you.
You had a little to do with it, looking as good as you do, and going on there making such great music for people.
Stop being all sweet. Stop being all sweet.
You want to be mean instead?
No, actually go back to being sweet. Yeah, go back to it. Well, I think, sometimes you, I kind of have the attitude of I really try not to focus on numbers too much. Because you can just get so caught up in it. And so I just
You can get wrapped up in numbers and forget to enjoy what you're doing.
You can, or sometimes things will catch on later and not right at first, and it's all just a thing. So it meant a lot though, because I feel like I just kind of show up and I don't really think about it, and so then when they have to email me to say, hey, you did this really cool thing, I'm like, oh, I did, didn't I? That's really cool how it all kind of flows. But
that's neat.
Thank you guys.
Trevor McDonald in the house. Hello, Ash and Chris from Wichita, Kansas. I'm getting my new wheels on Monday.
Woo woo! Awesome, my friend. Well, hey, thank you for being here, Trevor.
Excellent.
Got to show off the new wheels when you get them, bud. I've been waiting. I'm waiting for photos.
That's right.
Right. Absolutely.
Let's see. We have a bunch of everybody talking back and forth.
I love that though. Talk away, guys.
Let's see. Sherry says, guessing you didn't see my comment. I popped the pod on at 11:27 this morning. I was busy today and didn't want to miss the live. Hello all.
That's awesome. Well, hey, thank you for being here, Sherry. Sherry's awesome, you guys.
Yes, absolutely.
She's just ahead of her time.
Yep. Margaret Chase is in the house. Hi, Ash and
Hi,
Chris.
Margaret.
Happy spring.
It is spring, isn't it? Huh?
Yep.
Oh, it's gorgeous weather. Well, so Nashville's weird. It's like yesterday was gorgeous weather. It was in the 70s. I was outside. There was like that much pollen on the top of our cars. So both Chris and I can't breathe basically. But yeah, it was crazy. But then it's doing this thing where it like pours rain. It's totally the April showers thing, but leading into the first week of May. So, but hopefully it's nice where you guys are at.
Janelle says, the sauna is for my aching body after too much yard work. We got one right before the lockdown.
I remember that she sent us a message and she said that. Well, Janelle, then I hope you feel better.
Yes.
So, a sauna, though, is a great use. It's good for you. Yeah.
Absolutely. Lynn says, I saw that 100K views, Ash.
I know. And Lynn has to be a lot of those views,
I was going to say, probably about 25,000 of those
It's just
are Lynn.
Yeah. If everybody had a Lynn in their life, the world would be a better place. That's all I'm saying. That's
very true.
Yes.
Carrie Armstrong is in the house.
Hi, Carrie.
Ash and Chris.
So good to see you, Carrie. Carrie, I miss you. I hope you're doing well and that everything is good over there in your world. CMA Fest is a country music festival that happens every year here in Nashville in June. And I was actually today just getting some emails about CMA Fest is coming. It's a big event here in town. And I forget what year it was. I guess it was before the pandemic. You and I played a show, though, for CMA Fest, and that's where we met Carrie.
Yep.
And so as the emails were flooding in today about CMA Fest, I literally was thinking about you, Carrie. So I love that you showed up here in the live stream. That's so awesome.
Absolutely.
So good. So glad you're here.
Juju says, no need to moan and complain. All it does is bring others down. That's not what we're here for. This is one of my happy places. I might have been jamming out to your cigarette song in the garden.
Juju B, I love that. I love that.
And had 3 people ask who this was. # spread the love.
Juju B, I love that, friend. Thank you so much.
Janelle says, congrats on all the views.
Thank you, Janelle.
Dennis says, awesome. Congrats on the 100K.
Thank you.
And Juju says, kindness is free. Spread that ish everywhere.
Juju B knows what's up. She said shit. That's what she...
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Debbie, Purple Love and Nana's in the house, says, sorry I missed the start. Just joined.
Oh, hey, don't be sorry. We're just glad you're here. Thank you for being here. Hope you're doing well.
Juju says, Ash, he'd better be sweet. I don't have the energy to argue about tomatoes with him tonight.
Oh, Juju, I tell you what, he has been in a mood, though. So if he gets a little out, I'm just sorry.
I don't know what you're
I
talking
don't have
about.
the energy, though, to keep him in line anymore. I've quit.
That's right.
I just say, you know what? You just do you, babe. Do you.
Evelyn says, congrats to Ash.
Thank you, Evelyn, my
And
sweet
Sherry
friend.
says, I saw that you hit 100K. That is so awesome.
It is. All thanks to you guys. Like, seriously.
Yep. And Carrie says, Carrie Armstrong says, 2019.
It was in 2019.
2019.
So why does that feel like it was like 2 years ago, yet 10 years ago, all at the same time?
Because the last anywhere from 2 to 5 years has been a really strange time in the world.
That would make sense. That would make sense. Well, awesome, Carrie. I'm just glad you're here. It's good to see your name pop up. Thank you.
Dennis says, life is good. Just finished some Texas smoked dry rub barbecue ribs from my favorite food truck. Literally fall off the bone tender. Well, thanks for making the rest of us all jealous there, Dennis.
Dennis?
Did you bring enough to share with the class?
Yeah, seriously, man. We should go to Dennis's house for dinner.
That's what I'm saying.
Man, I love barbecue too. I mean, like, how much do I love barbecue? It's a lot.
She loves barbecue more than she loves me, I'm pretty sure.
That's not true. It's a close second. No.
It might be.
Oh, so good. We've found a bunch of good barbecue places here in Nashville, and I think when we eat out, mostly all we do is eat barbecue.
Yeah.
I mean, we got a place down the street. We got our couple of go-to spots.
When you go out with as limited of things as we eat when we go out, there's not very many places that really cater to that. But barbecue, you can always get meat by the pound.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
Very good thing.
Juju says, hey, I said ish. This is the internet. I might want to be president someday. I can't be talking like that publicly.
Jujubee's going to get me in line. She's going to, yes. Jujubee, you're a better person than me. Let that be known.
And Cam Miller says, I sent it to Ryan Bizzetto. They're in Nash. He shares with all the musicians there.
Yes, I know, Ryan. Cam, thank you. And Cam, why it's in my brain to say something, too. I wanted to say, I saw that you were sharing a bunch of my stuff into groups and stuff on Facebook. And holy cow, man, I really appreciate you doing that. Like, seriously, from the bottom of my heart, like, thank you. Do you want to know how independent artists get 100,000 views on a YouTube channel? They have people like Cam Miller.
Yes.
They go in and they share stuff, or people like Lynn. And, like, guys, we just show up and put out stuff. You guys are really the ones making it happen. So thank you, Cam. I really appreciate that.
That's correct. Juju says, I might love brisket more than my man. Sounds like a good country song.
That's my next single. There you go.
Dennis says, come on down for dinner.
Dennis, listen.
Careful now.
Now, Dennis, aren't you in East Tennessee? I think he's in East Tennessee.
Think so.
Tell me if I'm crazy, Dennis. I think you're in East Tennessee, so you're actually probably not that far.
That's right. We might actually be able to make that happen.
I was going to say, yeah, it's not like a big, long drive.
Yeah.
Speaking of, by the way, you guys, this month is a really crazy busy one as we're heading into the month of May. So, speaking of East Tennessee, we're actually going to be playing a show in Knoxville, Tennessee on Wednesday, May 21st. We're playing the Blue Plate Special, so WDVX. We've played this before.
Yeah.
And it's always a blast. I love playing the show. But we're going to be playing down there. It's a totally free show. It's open to the public. It happens down in the Knoxville Visitor Center at noon. On Wednesday, May 21st. There's a whole bunch more info on my website, ashtaylor.com. But if you're around Knoxville, Tennessee, please come and see Chris and I. We're going to be playing some songs, and it's really cool if you've never experienced it. You know, they have a live studio audience. It happens right there in the visitor center with the stage and all. But they also broadcast it on the radio, and then they also do television as well. And it's a really great opportunity. I always love. They kind of do a little interview with us, and we play songs. We've done it. I think this will be my third time. But they about once a year ask us to come back and do it, and it's always a big honor. I've seen a lot of really cool artists get to actually play there. Like Marty Stewart played there. Chris Stapleton played there actually before he was Chris Stapleton. It's just cool. So we're going to be playing that show later this month, and I am really excited about it. So if you're in Knoxville, come see us.
Yep. Absolutely. Cam says Ryan is his stepbrother.
Awesome.
It's very cool.
Love it. I love family.
Yeah. Juju says, just make sure I get my 10% on that song. Now, don't anybody tell her in Nashville it's called Third for a Word, because she's giving it up for 10%. She's not even asking 33 and a third.
No, she's not even asking 33. She's asking 10. But you know what? I wouldn't do Jujubee dirty that. I would not do that.
That's right.
Would not do that. But I'm just saying, well, and also if you go back to the title she gave, that's probably like, I probably should give her like 75%.
Maybe.
But, yeah. Jujubee, have your people call my people. We'll figure this out.
That's right. Dennis is in Newport, Tennessee, by the way.
Newport. Yeah. Okay, cool.
We could make that drive for some
barbecue. I was going to say, I knew you were kind of close. I couldn't remember exactly where, so that's awesome.
Cindy says we're going to be there on the 21st.
Woo-hoo! well, Cindy, I can't wait to hug you in person, and Brian, of course. That's awesome. We can't wait. Cindy, I'm sure we'll talk before then, but maybe we could grab lunch afterwards or something.
Yeah, it would be great.
We'll do it.
Yeah, it would be great.
Yes.
Juju says, "See, I'm kind. I'll give you a discount."
You know what though? I don't want to upset Juju B because she's got those tomatoes for me. I'm still holding out hope she's gonna bring me those tomatoes one day, and I'm gonna be like, yes, yes. Really quick, you guys, before we get too into all the craziness, do you want to go ahead and let's maybe take care of some housekeeping
Absolutely.
stuff? So we got let's see, we talked about YouTube views,
Yep.
all that cool stuff. So one other thing I wanted to mention really quick is actually about Ash Wednesdays and the schedule change. So if you guys were here a couple weeks ago, we talked about this. So going forward, we used to do Ash Wednesdays every Wednesday, and unfortunately with our tour schedule and just all the new music, all the things that we're working on, life in general, we just unfortunately don't have the time. It breaks my heart. We kind of talked about this last week, but we're actually going to be doing it now the first Wednesday of every month.
And we're going to make it a big party.
A big party. So we're going to do the giveaway. We're going to do all the fun hoopla. Who knows? We may even, I don't know, would do a little dance or something. I don't know. But
no one wants to see me dance. You
Nope.
can dance.
I don't think anyone wants to see me dance.
They want to see you dance a lot more than they want to see me dance.
That's not my thing. That's not my thing. I do like a little side step. But yeah, guys, so we're doing it now once a month. So this will be the only Ash Wednesdays this month in the month of May. And then we'll be back in June to see you. And hey, if you're like, hey, I don't know which is the first Wednesday of the month or whatever, because we're only going to do one of these a month, I'll be posting well in advance and keeping you guys posted and updated. So you know when the party's happening and where it's at. But please join. And if you can't join, then watch the replay.
Yep.
Because we actually absolutely love to see you guys show up. It means the world to us.
Yep.
But very, very exciting stuff.
Make sure you like, you subscribe, and you hit the notification bell if you're watching on YouTube, because that will give you notifications of when we're going live, when Ash is posting about stuff, so that way you don't miss the notifications. Make sure you're subscribed, because every now and then people say, I watch all your stuff, I know I was subscribed to you, but for some reason now it says I'm not, and I had to resubscribe. So you guys make sure, go down there and double check that subscribe button. Make sure you're subscribed to Ash so you don't miss any for notifications about Ash Wednesdays.
Yes, but we're very, very excited about we're excited about it though. But you know, we're still doing like the giveaway, we're still playing music, we're still doing our thing, but I think it will be great.
Yep.
What we got going on in the comments before I keep dumping all the info on
yeah. So let's see. Dennis says, I so wanted to go to the Knoxville show, but I have a doctor's appointment that I cannot cancel or miss right at that time.
Dennis, don't worry, my friend. Don't worry. All good. Well, I mean, we come that way fairly often, so
yeah. We'll make it happen.
Don't worry about it. We're actually in, I was saying it's a busy month, so let's see, we're leaving next week. We're actually going to Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and we're actually up there for a week for a conference that Chris and I are doing. And then literally we leave that conference and we drive to Knoxville and then we play that show. And then we come back.
Yep.
And we're getting home just in time to celebrate our wedding anniversary.
Yep.
So it's kind of a busy month. I feel like we're kind of gone for most of it. But Dennis, totally get it, man. Don't sweat it. Dennis, you can't. It's hard to get rid of us. I don't want to say you can't.
Yeah.
But it's hard to. So
it's very difficult.
We'll come back. No big deal.
Absolutely. Cam says, Ash, where's the puppy dog?
Oh. Hey, Mel, come here. Come say hi to the peoples.
The good people.
They would love to see
the
it.
good people
Come here.
of the world want to see your face.
We got a new webcam, so it's kind of like stuck in one place. But let's see. Come here.
She's
Are you just like, do you not want to do it?
She's gonna lay down.
Come here. You have to just say hi, just real quick. Oh, there she is. Can you just say hi? Hi. Were you sleeping? Were you napping? Yes. Say hi, everybody. Mwah.
She's like, I'm working very hard to nap here.
Thank you for giving me kisses after I woke you up. But everyone just wants to see you. Thank you.
Yes.
I think she just put her tongue in my mouth, but that's okay.
Yeah, well.
Okay.
Could
Good
be worse.
girl. How could it be worse?
She could have been putting it in her butt.
I knew you were gonna say it. Good job. Cam, that's where the puppy's at.
Yep. Sound asleep on the floor as usual.
This dog literally follows Chris and I from
every room of the house.
to room, and like it's hilarious because so like we're right now like in our music room, which is basically my office, like where I do all my work and stuff. Chris has an office too, like right next door to mine. So like we share this wall. And if I'm in here and he's in there, it's hard, like she can't pick one of the two to go sit with. So she literally just hangs out right in the hallway. So it's like, well, if they're both in separate rooms, I'll be right in the middle of them.
Yeah.
And then if they're in the same room, like right now, she's literally laying on the floor, like down here in between us.
Yeah.
She's a hoot, man.
Now, don't let Ash fool you. A lot of times she picks mom and she does come in here while dad is working, but...
I'm not going to say I'm the favorite.
You're the favorite.
But she does like, I got dog hair in my mouth. Ooh.
Can't imagine how that happened.
Right? She does it. She's such the sweetest dog, though. She literally, like, follows, and you'll do something like call her over, and she, like you saw, just licks my face. She's just a big baby.
Yeah.
So sweet.
Sherry says she'll dance.
Sherry, you're hired. Come on down.
Here we go.
You are down.
And Juju says, OMG, Ash, I just asked AI to write me a song. It did not disappoint.
Here's the thing, Juju. I have not tried it, but my brother was over here for, was it Easter?
Yeah.
My youngest brother was telling me about it, and so we sat and made a bunch of ridiculous funny songs, him and I, with AI, and I laughed my butt off. I mean, they are pretty great.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dennis says, Terry, my terrific life, will dance. In fact, she's not here because she's off teaching salsa dancing.
See, and I know she does salsa, which, have you ever salsa danced? Probably not, huh?
No.
Okay, I thought I'd ask.
No.
I didn't know if there was like a life before
If
me.
any of you have ever asked the question, has Chris ever something danced? The answer is no. Chris does not dance.
Yeah, that's okay. That's what I
Chris
figured.
can dance, but Chris does not dance.
He just doesn't want to. He does not want to.
Yeah.
I was surprised I got you to dance with me at our wedding. That was like a...
That's one of the times it's required, and I was very happy to have that day happen, so I was willing to make that sacrifice.
He did it.
Great.
Yeah, we'll hire Terry, and we'll hire
Slow
Sherry.
dancing is also a completely different thing. I'm fine with slow dancing.
So what you're saying is you're not going to start doing the TikTok trends?
No.
Where they get down and... Okay, he's not going to do that. Don't ask him to.
No. Have you ever seen a can of Pillsbury biscuit dough where you crack it and it kind of starts oozing out the side and it's all jiggly and everything?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what you say. Okay.
That's plenty for
all
everybody.
right. Yeah.
Margaret Chase says, first Wednesday of every month. Sounds like a plan.
Awesome. Yeah, and honestly, I'm real excited about that schedule change. I think that's going to be really cool for everybody.
Be really good.
I love it.
Juju says, keep me posted over the summer if you're in Knoxville area. I have a friend I can crash with if you do. I would come to your Knoxville show if I didn't have this stupid job thing.
Man, why do you got to just like work and be productive and adult, Juju? Jeez.
Yeah. Make the rest of us feel irresponsible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Evelyn says, there's Mel.
Yep.
And Mar says, cute and adorable dog.
Thanks, Mar. She's
Lynn
a good girl.
says, Melzy.
Melzy. That's a cute nickname for her.
Yes.
Aw.
Yes. Cindy says, aw, sweet Mel, Max's buddy.
Yes. Oh, I love Max. You probably can't bring Max to Knoxville, Cindy, but if you did, I'd pet that dog. I love that dog.
Lynn says, Mel is definitely like Velcro. So cute.
She is.
She is very much like...
She's like kind of attached. You know, I have to say, like, because we got Mel. Well, it's actually Mel's birthday too next week. So Mel's gonna be 6. It's crazy. Birthday girl next week on the 14th. So that's next Wednesday. Yeah. So a week from today, I guess that is. But yeah, we got her when she was like 6 weeks old. I mean, she was like this teeny tiny little puppy.
Yeah.
And but when I first got her, I actually took her with me to work. Do you remember that? I was working at like a music. It was a shop, but like a house. And I took her to work with me for like the first, I guess it was like month or 2.
Yeah.
And so she does really well off of a leash and everything. But I think that's why she's like Velcro, because especially to me, because it's like I took that dog with me everywhere, like the first month or 2 of her life. So, and she's such a good girl though. She literally just floats, goes with you wherever.
Holly says, Ash, my golden Pyrenees that loves to hear you on the TV that I've fostered for almost 3.5 years is officially mine now.
Oh man, Holly, that's awesome. Oh my gosh, I feel like we should throw a party.
Yes.
That's amazing. So happy for you guys. Send pictures when you can. I like pictures of dogs. They make me happy.
Absolutely. Lynn says, Max and Mel equals hearts.
They do. They get along really well. They're best of buddies.
Yep.
Max is such a sweet dog though. He's very just calm and he's just sweet.
Juju has given me all sorts of ideas here for dances. I could do the Cupid Shuffle, the Tootsie Roll, the Butterfly,
the Tootsie Roll,
the Sprinkler. Says, I'd bet you nailed the Running Man.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's a no.
Juju B is not having it.
Yes, Sherry says, OMG, I just spit out my iced coffee.
Oh my god. Sherry,
You guys will never think of the Pillsbury Doughboy the same again. You're just gonna see that can of biscuits
popping out, man, just popping out everywhere. Sherry, I like that you're drinking coffee this late. Can you do that and sleep?
I love it.
Yeah.
My mom says when I was 6, we were in St. Augustine on vacation. I started dancing to a steel drum band, and I made her stop.
Wow, rude.
Yes.
She was just having a good time.
Yes, I wasn't. Apparently.
I wasn't. You were 6. You're like, we're gonna stop this
That's
right
right.
now.
You'd be like, nope, we're over that.
I love that. I love that. Really quick, guys. The last little bit of some good news. We're gonna do a giveaway, by the way, here in just a little bit.
Yeah.
We got some goodies. I'm actually giving away tonight a whole little. Ash Taylor will say prize pack bundle.
Yeah.
We'll give it a fancy name.
A bundle.
A bundle. We're doing a bundle of things. But yeah, so hang tight. We're gonna give that away here in a second.
We're giving away an Ash pack.
An Ash pack. That's brilliant.
Yes, not to be confused with an ass pack, which is made out of ice when you're, sitting too long and you gotta.
Sound like you're speaking from some experience.
I am speaking from experience.
you gotta, okay. I've never had that.
It used to be a 24-hour drive from Key West up to where I was from, so.
Oh, so you let
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Riding in a car too long.
Listen, this is a judgment-free zone, sir.
I'm not sure if that's true.
It's not true. It's not true. No one in the comments has ever judged, but we will judge each other.
That's right.
We're married. We can do that.
That's right.
That's
Carrie Ounce is in the group, by the way.
Hi,
Says
Carrie.
LMAO, you two.
Carrie thinks we're funny. I think she's hilarious. Like,
That's
I just
right.
want to be Carrie when I grow up. She's funny, man.
See, and Evelyn gets it, not to be confused with a fanny pack. So you have an Ash pack, you have an ass pack, and you have a fanny pack. And those are not 3 the same things.
They're not interchangeable.
They're not interchangeable. They're all useful in their own right, but hardly interchangeable.
I have a question. And this will bother me if I don't ask this question. Like,
okay.
I will not sleep tonight. Put it in the comments. Who owns and uses a fanny pack regularly? Like, because I feel like some people hate them. You do not?
Yeah, I do.
Where?
You remember the man pack that I had that we took on the cruise?
That's like an over-the-shoulder bag.
It's just because it goes over the shoulder. All it is a fanny pack that instead of snapping here, snaps here. It's the most dad thing in the world.
Oh, I know it was.
It's just fanny pack 2.0, and I love fanny packs. I think they're great.
So you're team fanny pack.
I'm team fanny pack all day long.
Okay, I want to know what you guys think about fanny packs down in the comments. I've never owned one, but like I feel like it's a very dad thing or like mom thing where like you have the fanny pack, and it's useful. I get it. He bought that like over the shoulder thing, but he like swung it around or whatever. And I will say it was nice because I didn't carry anything, and he did it. So.
Yeah. Juju says we listen and we don't judge.
That's right.
I'm
we
not sure
listen
I believe that.
and we don't judge.
No, I'm not sure I believe any of that.
We judge. Listen.
That's right. Sherry says, yeah, I can drink coffee late. It has never bothered me. Starbucks had a specialty drink for $3, so I took advantage. Sugar-free vanilla iced coffee with heavy cream.
Ooh, that sounds really good, actually.
Yep.
I love the Starbies.
So Juju is team fanny pack.
Okay.
Evelyn says it's my purse, so she's team fanny pack. Let's see. Juju says when I'm traveling, most of Washington, D.C. doesn't allow big bags. So
you know what else they've started doing is like if you bring a bag to an event, it has to be clear. So like you can't bring like a normal bag or backpack. It has to be like the clear see-through plastic.
Yep.
I've noticed that. That's a big thing.
Carrie says I use mine irregularly.
Irregularly.
As long as you don't use it because you're irregular, you're good.
Are we going to talk about ass and poop and stuff?
That's pretty much the deal.
Is that what we're doing here?
Debbie says my daughter-in-law does.
There you go.
And Rick from Twin Brook Acres just popped in, says, hello all.
Well, hello, Rick. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you're doing well, my friend.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Sorry, plugging my laptop in there so it doesn't die on us.
Oh, yeah.
Evelyn says, sling bag or fanny pack or waist pouch. It's Vera Bradley.
Oh, I love Vera Bradley. That's cool. I like this. Evelyn's is probably real cute.
That's right. Carrie says, okay, in Great Britain, the word fanny means something totally different. A friend of mine almost slugged a TSA agent when he said, I have to rifle through your wife's fanny pack.
Oh, man, that's good to know.
I love that.
Yeah.
Sherry says, I'm team fanny pack. Mine is Mickey Mouse. My daughter gave it to me for Christmas.
Aw, that's sweet.
And Crow is in the house, says, I used one when traveling through Europe.
I love it.
And let's see. Juju says, yep, DC does clear bags or fanny pack size bags only. Holly uses hers when she walks the neighborhood.
That's smart.
Auntie is here.
Hi,
She
Auntie.
says, I have a friend over popping in to say hi.
Thanks, and hello to your friend, too. Hope you guys are packing all right, getting all that done. Moving is terrible.
Yep.
Ugh, hate it.
Yep. Dennis does not use a fanny pack. Evelyn says Carl's is attached to his bike and he has one to carry at theme parks.
Yeah, that's handy.
Great place to have those. Awesome. Juju says, did you hear about the Constipated movie? Yeah, it never came out.
That's really good.
And she says, did you hear about the sequel, Diarrhea? And we're all waiting.
We're all waiting, Jujubee. Type faster, Jujubee.
With bated breath. We're all waiting with bated breath. Did you hear about the sequel, Diarrhea? It leaked, so they had to release it early.
Oh my gosh.
I'm glad that I could inspire such
Jujubee.
fine, upstanding conversations this evening.
You know, the thing is like, when Jujubee just did all that, I go, that's why we're friends.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we get along. I like it.
It's pretty much what the humor is like in our house on a daily basis.
Pretty much. Oh, that's awesome. Before I get too carried away, by the way, because my brain, you know how it is. We should squirrel. Where, we should take care of the last bit of news here really quick. So before I forget, I announced it on social media a week back, but I wanted to share with you guys, in case you have not heard, we are doing a whole bunch of new projects. We have so much that we're working on right now. It's been super fun and crazy all at the same time. So I actually, this past week, started to film episodes of my new podcast. Ta-da! Look at there. So yeah, if you guys haven't heard, I am launching my own podcast called Ash-Phalt. You can follow us over on Instagram at Ash-Phalt Podcast. And when this comes out, we're going to be launching it basically the first week of June. It's going to be a bi-weekly podcast series, and it's a lot of fun. I literally today filmed, was it 3, 4? I filmed several episodes today.
Yeah. I think you're 4 deep now.
I'm 4 episodes deep. So, but oh man, we have so many incredible guests, you guys. So I'm interviewing everybody from touring musicians to touring artists. We're going to talk to some traveling nurses, flight attendants, soldiers. I mean, basically, it's all about just a podcast all about life on the road. So if your life happens on the go, it is a podcast for you. We're talking about all kinds of cool things there. And then if you've ever just wondered, like, well, gosh, what is it really like going on tour, being on the road, traveling like that for a living? A great podcast to get an actual real peek and behind the scenes view on what it's really like. So again, we'll announce clearly more of it, but I wanted to share that with you guys because I was really excited.
Absolutely.
So that will be coming out in June, so you guys stay tuned.
Yep, that's going to be good.
Oh, it's going to be so good.
Juju says, be careful what you wish for, Ash. This is why they put me in rooms with 4 and 5-year-olds. I'm one of them in an old body.
I love it.
And Evelyn says, as we say around here, poop is funny.
Poop is funny. Yes.
It is. Carrie says, why do you want to wait with worms in your mouth? Bated breath, eh? Put on chink.
I told you Carrie was funny.
Yes, and Evelyn is so sweet. She says, and if you haven't in the last 24 hours, remember to vote for Chris. I appreciate that, guys.
Thank you, Evelyn. Yes, pretty please.
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely. Well, now that we're all done getting, I think that was all the news, right? Yes, I think it was. Let's go ahead. Let's play a song, and then after the song, let's go ahead and do our little giveaway thing.
Okay.
Do our little giveaway thing. So we're doing a whole bundle tonight, guys, that we're giving away. We've got all kinds of good stuff. We've got a Sweetwater sticker. Yeah, one of those. We have this really cool, and these are going to be limited edition. This is a Ash Taylor keychain. You can see there it has like a little symbol on it. Pretty cool. We also have a magnet that we're doing in this bundle. So that's like a refrigerator magnet. You can put it on your car, wherever. And then
super glue it to your forehead if you really want, I guess.
Well, that would be some hell of an advertisement, wouldn't it?
That's how you would do it.
Yeah, that would be a lot. It'd probably be painful though. I wouldn't recommend that. I don't think you should listen to Chris. Sorry, babe, but don't give advice.
You're not wrong.
Don't give advice. But yeah, so we're doing a whole giveaway just of all kinds of like stickers and pins and magnets and stuff. I'm also, I don't always do this, but you know, I have an endorsement deal with a company called Steve Clayton, and they are a guitar pick maker that I absolutely love, and so they actually make my guitar picks for me. And they actually gave us some that we are supposed to give away to fans, which I thought was super cool. So the pick that I'm playing tonight, you'll see on one side is my logo, and then on the other side is their logo. So I'm actually going to use this pick. It's a brand new pick. I'm actually going to use this pick to play tonight, and then whoever wins the giveaway, the whole bundle with, yep, you're getting the guitar pick I played tonight along with all the other fun little goodies, kind of like a treat bag. And I thought, we were talking about this earlier, I was, you know, filming a podcast all day and losing my mind, and we were having a good time, but we were talking about, you know, what song we were going to play tonight, and I was thinking about it, and I thought that it would be absolutely perfect if we played Stuck on Indiana, and that's for a couple of different reasons. One, you know, we're celebrating the success of my YouTube channel getting 100,000 views, so that music video we were sharing with you guys a week or two ago that it hit 10,000. That video, probably by the end of, I would say the next day or two, it got like another big jump. That video will be my first video to hit 20,000 views within the next day. So it's currently almost at 18,000 is
Amazing.
what, yeah, super crazy. So that video is anywhere and everywhere.
Yes.
And I've also had some other stations email us, and they've actually picked it up and started to play the music video in places, and it's been crazy. So
very cool.
yeah, so kudos to the hubby for directing that and all that, but whew, yeah, it'll be my first though to ever hit 20,000, so
Yeah.
that's pretty exciting.
Very cool.
I also thought that this would be a good thing because, like I said, on May 23rd, so next week, I guess that is, or week after, I don't know, but on May 23rd, Chris and I are actually celebrating our 4-year wedding anniversary. So 4 years, we've been together for, it'll be what, 7 years this year? We've been together a long time. That's all I know. Long time. But you're not sick of me, right? You're no. See, he's good. It's because I don't make you dance.
That's right.
Yeah, and we have childlike humor and talk about
That's
food.
right.
But yeah, so I just thought this would kind of be a great song. And plus, if we're giving away a Sweetwater sticker, they actually gave us a bunch of these when we kicked off the Stuck on Indiana tour there at Fort Wayne when we were up there kicking off the tour and all. So, anywho, so I thought that would be a great song to.
The whole Indiana theme.
It's a whole theme of Indiana. So I thought we would play this song, and then right after we'll go ahead and give the goodies away. That's cool with you.
Yep.
So
Absolutely.
awesome. Wrote this song about you. Awesome. Ready? No, Wyoming, still don't know why I left. but this time I'm stuck. Yeah, I'm stuck on Indiana. It makes me wanna put down some roots and buy some land. Put a ring on my hand. And I don't miss Mississippi, nothing new in New Orleans. California keeps calling, and Tennessee misses me. No, I've never had a problem leaving. I could always just move on. Oh, but this time I'm stuck. Yeah, I'm stuck on Indiana. Stuck on Indiana. There you go, something like that. Love it. You know, one of my favorite sayings, I don't think I've ever said this about the song, but one of my favorite sayings in the entire world is they say that country music, Carlin Howard said this, famous songwriter. He says, country music is nothing but 3 chords and the truth. Mm-hmm. And I feel like so many times that we just have gotten away from all that, right? I don't feel like a lot of music is that way anymore. And I remember having the idea for that song, and I was looking at one of our wedding pictures when I got the idea and when I started to write that. And I came back later to put the music and all to it and kind of, finish writing it. Mm-hmm. And I said, you know what? I'm going to take a lesson from Harlan Howard. And so that entire song is 3 chords. That's it. And, it just goes to show, though, that it's like, man, just truth, honesty, and 3 chords.
Yep.
Welcome to country music.
Absolutely.
So that's my rant for today on the state of the music industry. So thank you.
Absolutely. Let's see here. So Rick, Twinbrook Acres, says, I traveled for my job 25 years ago. I would wake up in the morning and wonder where I was, what town.
Oh, that's interesting. Rick, if you can, I'd love to know what you did. Maybe we'll have you on the podcast. So
absolutely.
I want to open it up to not just musicians and, stuff like that, of course, that we would relate to and whatnot. But think about soldiers, though.
Yeah.
That go overseas.
Soldiers, traveling nurses.
Even businessmen.
Businessmen that are traveling, beat cops that literally are in a car working all day long, all kinds of things.
I have one person that's coming on here in a few weeks I'm real excited about. They were actually, so they're a musician, but they're also they were a traveling nurse during the pandemic. So literally, they were going to hospital after hospital, all over the country, wherever there was a shortage. And it's like, man, just so much stuff, though. But yeah, I literally, I wish I could say more right now. But today, have I left this room today, probably?
No.
I have sat here all day, and I had the best time, though, getting to talk to so many interesting people about their life on the road and their experiences. And it was awesome. I'm so excited for you guys to hear this podcast.
Absolutely. Cam says, Ash, you should get some stickers made.
So I do have stickers.
You do?
I do. I have a whole crate. We usually have them out at shows, and there's also some on my website. If you guys are ever curious about merch, if you go to ashtaylor.com, you'll see a shop tab at the very top. You click on there, and there's a whole bunch of merch.
Yep.
But yeah, Cam, thank you so much for that. But yes, I do. I have a bunch of stickers.
Carrie says, while you're picking, I'll be grinning.
I like it.
Evelyn says, hit the like button, all y'all.
Yes.
Of course, we would appreciate that.
Can I do this? Probably not. Oh, look! How do I get fireworks though when I do the thumbs up? How do I do that?
Yeah, you just have the talent.
I have the touch. It's what it is.
You just have the talent.
It's what it is.
Let's see. So we have. Rick says, done, Evelyn. Thanks for the reminder.
Aww.
And Margaret's reminding everybody, hey, y'all, don't forget to hit the like button as well.
Thank you, Margaret. Appreciate that.
And Paula St. Pierre is in the house and says, nice.
Well, thank you, my friend. So glad you're here.
Yeah.
Appreciate
and
that.
And there's Rockin' Keto. Amy says, sorry I'm late. Just got out of rehearsal, but I get to tune in to my favorite song.
That's right. Well, hey, glad you're here. I hope rehearsal went well.
Absolutely. We're getting all kinds of thumbs up and clapping hands and everything for
I love it. The
Stuck
little
on
hearts.
Indiana. Auntie says loved that one.
Well, we love you. Love you very much.
Debbie has a question.
Yeah.
Ash, will you be watching the CMA Awards tomorrow night?
You know, great question. So, when I was a little girl, I never missed the CMAs. I mean, when you grew up in Bakersfield and you love country music as much as I do, and as much as my grandmother did, it was a thing. There's a picture somewhere, my uncle sent it to me a while back, where I have to be maybe 10 years old, something, and I'm sitting in my pajamas and I have a cowboy hat on and I'm watching the CMAs. So I love them, and I usually watch them every year. I'm not going to be watching them at least live though tomorrow night, I'm afraid. I'll probably have to watch a replay. But you know, the reason for that I think is really cool. So Chris and I we're both ambassadors for an organization called 220. And 220 is a really, really great organization where they basically do holistic healing to help our military veterans and their families, Gold Star families, basically help them recover from trauma and PTSD and all of these different things. So they came to us and they actually asked if we would basically meet up with different veterans that wanted to share their story and kind of talk about like what they had been through, and if we could help put their story into a song. Right. So we are tomorrow night missing watching the CMA Awards live because we're actually going to be meeting online with a veteran who has been kind enough to open up and share his story with us, and we're hopefully going to be able to help him by, you know, putting that into a song form. And you know, I'm excited though to do that. So as much as I wish that I could have a night off and just watch the CMAs and enjoy, I feel like I will sleep when I'm dead, and I think that tomorrow night, as we're writing that song, I'll probably enjoy that. But I will definitely be watching the replay. I absolutely love the CMA Awards. So, and I believe Reba McEntire is hosting. So you can't get no better than Reba.
The beautiful Brenda Foley is in the house. Good evening, wonderful people.
I love Brenda. So glad you're here, friend. Thank you for being here.
Cam says I can connect you with my two buddies who are pilots.
Oh, Cam, I would love that. Shoot me a message, pretty please.
And Dustin at Play is in the house. Says I'll be in Nashville next week for work.
Oh, well, hey. Oh, wait, next week. Well, we're gone, aren't we?
We are gone.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, hey, I hope you have fun in Nashville. There's not a shortage of cool things to do.
No, there's always something fun going on here.
Yes.
Deb Riley's popping in, says you guys sounded great.
Oh, thank you, Deb. So glad you're here. Love you, friend.
Dustin at Play says I used to travel a bunch for work also. Yeah,
see, I think a lot of people did. And you know, that's the thing that we were talking about with the whole podcast is like, I ask a lot of, I don't want to give too much away, but it's like, you know, I ask questions like, what's the one thing you can't leave home without? You know, and it's interesting just today hearing so many people answer that question, what they think of, or, you know, how do you stay healthy on the road, like mentally, physically. There's just so much to that lifestyle, so it's awesome.
Cindy says, you are special.
Oh, thank you. She must be talking about you.
That's the way the state of Tennessee would probably classify it.
They call you Ed.
Yep.
I love it. Thank you, Cindy. Very sweet.
Rick says, yeah, just a businessman. I worked for a nationwide company. We contracted with towns and counties to do property reappraisals for tax purposes. I was a project supervisor and a commercial appraiser.
Oh, that's cool. Love that.
There you go.
Very cool.
Auntie says, that's amazing, Ash. Love that you were doing that for veterans.
Oh, the honor's all mine. Definitely all mine.
Debbie says, okay, you're excused then. Awesome contribution.
I appreciate that. I'll definitely, like I said, watch the replay. I mean, I watch them every year, but that's the one thing. Chris and I, and not complaining, but this is kind of going back to why we moved, you know, Ash Wednesdays to once a month, is between the shows we're playing and the times we're gone and things like the podcast, or having the time instead of maybe doing, you know, a live stream where it's like, all right, I'm going to sit down for a couple of hours and help this veteran tell his story. There's so much to it. So much going on behind the scenes. But
absolutely.
Yes, but the honor is all mine. I feel like I'm, we've met with someone already and kind of heard their stories. And honestly, it's just an honor to be in the room with someone like that and for them to open up and share. So.
Absolutely. Brenda says, big hug.
Oh, big hug to you, my friend.
And she also says, must have needle and thread.
Nice.
Mar says the song was awesome, and
thank
you
you
for a great live stream show tonight.
Well, no problem. Well, I think we should give something away.
I agree. We should totally give something away.
It's like Christmas in May.
Now, we have to preface this by saying my parents cannot win.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
So,
Mom and Dad, you're out.
Sorry to Mom and Dad. You
You're
guys
out.
are out. It would not be fair.
It's not fair.
And before we do that, we got to say real quick.
Oh.
Roger Brown Jr. just popped in and says hi from Virginia.
Hello, Roger. I'm so glad you're here, my friend. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah.
I love that guy.
Yes.
I just love that guy.
Yes. So everyone except my parents are eligible to win this one.
They're going to text us afterwards and be real mad, but yeah. Hey, he said it. You blame him.
I'm going to be 37 in July. I'm used to my parents being upset at me. That's fine.
Oh, you're like so easygoing. That's like so not true. It's so not. Don't listen to him.
When I was a teenager, I tested their patience.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Yeah, that's probably a thing, right?
Juju says I'm sitting this one out too. I feel greedy.
Well, Juju, if you know the answer, listen, if you know the answer to the question, then it's fair game.
That's right.
Really quick, just to recap. So we're doing tonight, instead of just giving away one thing, like a hat or shirt or whatever, we're doing like a little
special Ash pack.
Yes, a little bundle. So we got because we're talking about Stuck on Indiana and all the stuff. We're talking about our wedding anniversary and yada yada. So we're doing a Sweetwater sticker, Sweetwater Sound. That's where we kicked our Stuck on Indiana tour out at. That was awesome. We're also doing a little magnet that can go like on your fridge, your car, wherever you like to put your magnets. We have a little keychain, limited edition. And then, like I said, the guitar pick that I just played Stuck on Indiana on this live stream with, you're getting that too.
That's right.
So there you go. So that's what we're giving away.
Yep. Now Sherry says, I think I should be out too. I already won the knife. And I have to say, that was on a different channel.
So it doesn't count.
So that doesn't count. So you're
guys,
eligible.
We're giving away free stuff, and they're all like the nicest people. You guys are so nice. You're
That's
like,
right.
I don't want to be greedy.
And Lynn says, me too, LOL, feeling greedy from previous wins.
Why?
Listen, y'all got fast fingers and you got good internet. That's just the way it works. So y'all are eligible. Don't worry about it.
Do you know why? Let's break this down for a second. Group therapy. Do you guys understand why we do a giveaway on Ash Wednesdays? Like, because I've been doing like at least one a month, right? For forever.
Yeah.
It's because we're giving back to you.
Yeah.
Because by you tuning in,
Yeah.
that's how I get 100,000 views on a YouTube channel. By you being here and us talking about poop and guitars and whatever the hell else we talk about, that's supporting Chris and I.
Yeah.
So the least that we can do is have companies send things like merch, knives, you know, different things, and just give it back to you.
Yeah.
So no reason to feel greedy. It's not a bad thing. It's just a small way that we can say, hey, thank you for being here and thank you for watching and supporting us. And that's why we do it. So,
guys, we come from a place where at one point in time, I wasn't entirely sure if we were going to have a place to live.
Yeah.
And
I've been homeless twice.
Ash has been homeless twice.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to happen to us when we were together, and it was going to be a third time for her and a first time for me for a little bit. And honestly, we would have probably ended up just moving in with my parents because there's no way they would have let us end up homeless. But we were blessed that we figured it out and we didn't have to. But when 2020 happened, we lost everything, and we weren't sure we were going to have a place to live. And we got it worked out, and we have been very blessed, and we have, we're not wealthy by any means, but we have some extra resources because of the work that we do and the things that we're blessed with by companies that work with us and send us things. And when we have extra stuff, be it merch or on my channel, the knives, the keto chow, the various things we give away, like all this kind of stuff, we have extra. And when we have extra, we like to send it out and share it with other people because we have been blessed. So we like to spread that blessing around because we know what it's like to not have anything. And when we have extra, we don't need to hoard that. We like to share that. That's a very important part of what both of our channels are about. So
it's kind of like our philosophy of life. I think relationships go two ways. But that's kind of why, like, when we started this, it was like, oh, we're doing a giveaway, So it's just part of it.
We just do this kind of stuff because we love it.
I have to say that we have just the sweetest people, though, because they're literally like, I don't want to be greedy. And I'm like, no, like, take it. Like, and honestly, guys, companies, I mean, sometimes, it's Chris and I doing whatever, but a lot of the times, a lot of companies, because you guys tune in and you're here, want to work with us, and they want to, give stuff away and share their product and in hopes that you'll get something out of it. So everybody wins at the end of the day. So
absolutely. So if you guys are feeling greedy or feeling like you should be out, you don't have to be out. It's all good.
Yeah,
it's all good.
Do you want to get caught up on comments? Then we'll do
we'll just do this real quick because it's all talking about this. So Juju says, when you asked why we're giving stuff away, like, if they know why, she goes, because you're amazing.
Maybe. Maybe.
Let's see. Auntie says, I may have fast fingers, but today my brain has felt like I just got out of bed all day, moving tireds.
Auntie, I felt like that way all week. I feel like my brain is not computing. I feel that. Auntie and I need to take a vacation.
I'm telling you.
Yes.
And Rockin' Keto Amy says, I'm not going to lie, I want some Ash merch.
Thank you, Amy. There you go. That's my girl. Amy, get your
There
typing
you go.
fingers ready.
Lynn says, but you have given back to me 4 times.
Yeah, and Lynn, you're here like every week, and you have been for years.
That's right. You've probably also watched all of our stuff 4 times more than anyone else on the internet. So
Lynn has probably sat through every bad video and bad live stream we have ever done.
On both channels.
Yeah.
God bless you.
She's a trooper, man.
God bless you.
If it's only 4 times that she wins, I'm like, oh God, send her something, please.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
My dad says, I'm not nice and you won't let me play.
I'm not nice.
That's right. Amy says, I would love a Sweetwater sticker too, since I'm not far from Fort Wayne.
Yeah, that's true. You're real close to it.
Let's see. Juju says, this year is the first year my kids didn't qualify for free lunch, so I get it.
That's awesome. Wow.
Yep.
That's great.
I understand.
I love that.
Let's see. Auntie loves her Ash merch. And
Auntie rocks the Ash merch.
She does.
She rocks it.
She wears it like a beast.
Dude, she showed up when we played that show in Bakersfield. I'm like, that girl's got it.
Brenda says, wow, moving is hard.
Yes, moving is terrible.
It really is. Amy says, y'all are so generous.
Well, I don't know about that. Here's the thing. I think it's actually a bigger... It's biblical, so no wonder there's some truth in this. But I think when you give to somebody, I actually get more out of that than receiving.
The more you give away, the more comes back to you in return, and the better you feel about it, so you just have even more to give. And I think you get to a point you start realizing that hoarding your resources and keeping things doesn't make you happy.
Nope,
so you just
not at all.
You just spread it around.
Yep.
Just spread it around.
Share the wealth, guys. Share the wealth.
Juju says you can just feed me next time I make it to Nashville.
Oh, well, that's easy. That was already a done deal.
And I love this question. Evelyn says, if I win, can I pay it forward?
Hands down.
Absolutely.
Hands down.
Yep. Here's the deal. If you guys win and you're like, oh, I don't need this, someone else should have this, and you know who you want it to be sent to, you just tell us who we're sending it to.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what we send you. Like, if you win and answer the question, like, just send it to whoever.
Yeah. Just send it wherever you want.
Yeah.
Juju says, I'm on nerve pain meds. My brain isn't braining too good today.
My brain isn't braining too good. I have to remember that.
That's right. Brian Fly Fisherman Dish popped in, says, hey, Brian, you're here in time to try to win something. Brian says, sorry I missed this, was over with Mitch's 78th birthday party.
Oh, wow, 78. Wow, that's one heck of a birthday.
Yeah, that's
awesome.
a big one.
Well, hey, glad you're here, Brian. Thanks for tuning in.
Lewis Stone is here. Howdy, y'all. Did I miss anything?
No.
Well,
what?
I mean, all of the things we said about you, but, that's...
Lewis, don't listen to my husband.
That's right.
You don't know. Lewis, you're here in time probably just to win something.
Lewis
That's awesome.
is here in time to maybe win.
I love it.
Roger says, I'm slow as a turtle, but I'm still having fun.
What's that movie, The Master of Disguise? Am I turtly enough
That's
for
right.
the
Am I
Turtle
turtly
Club?
enough for the Turtle Club? Juju says you get more back than you give. Absolutely.
Oh, for sure. Hands down.
And Jackie is here. First time to see an Ash Wednesday live.
Ah, Jackie, welcome, my friend. I'm so glad you're here.
So Jackie is here in time to maybe win. So we got lots of people ready to try
Jackie's
to win.
time. Look at all these people showing. It's because they knew we were going to give stuff away at the end.
Yep,
and
that's
see,
right.
Everyone's showing up.
I'll tune in time to try to get that free stuff.
Yeah, that's right. Get the free pack, the Ash pack.
Juju says, in my sorority, one of our tenets was to receive much, you must give much. 20 years later, I still live by that.
That's good. I like that. I like that a lot, actually.
Lewis says, not going to win with this internet. Pigeons are faster.
Pigeons are faster. He puts his answer for the question in like weeks in advance. Like, I'm going to guess what it is. Here you go.
Juju says, all right, if I win, give it to Jackie.
Give it to Jackie. There you go. Hey, that'd be pretty lucky. Your first time tuning in and you win something.
And this is a good point. Brenda says, oh, wow, I just checked. I wasn't subscribed.
Oh.
Guys, make sure you are subscribed.
Yeah. It's a common thing, though. This was probably about 9 months, a year ago or something. Yeah. I literally was doing something on my phone, and I was not subscribed to my own husband's YouTube channel. But I know I was. Almost like it unsubscribed me or something. Listen, don't get sassy with me.
You get sick of all of that over there, I know. Mm-hmm. She's like, I'm behind the camera. I don't need to be in front of the screen watching you too.
Yeah. I'm not gonna like sit and watch and be like, oh yeah, I remember all of this.
Yeah,
I was there.
I remember standing on the other side.
I was there.
That's right.
Yeah. You know, one time, by the way, Facebook sent me a notification and it
Mhm.
told me that you were doing a live stream on like a Monday morning or something.
Yeah.
And that it invited me to it, like I should come. And I'm like, maybe I'll think about that.
I'll think about
maybe
that.
I'll show up.
Jackie says, didn't Dylan say you've got to serve somebody?
That's true. That
and
is true.
Jackie, because she showed up after we talked about it, wants to know what's the giveaway.
So, Jackie, because you're first time here, welcome, welcome. So, we are doing these live streams once a month, the first Wednesday of every month for starters, 7 Central, 8 Eastern, on Facebook and YouTube. And we always do a giveaway as a way to just say thank you guys for being here and for tuning in. So, it's always a little something different. But tonight, we're doing like a little bundle pack. Chris has called it the Ash pack.
Mm-hmm.
But it's basically a couple little merch items. So, there's a little keychain with my logo and website on it. There's also this really cool magnet that you can put like on your fridge and car. Also, we were talking about my single Stuck on Indiana. And so found it fitting to give away a Sweetwater sticker, Sweetwater Sound. This is actually from the place that we kicked off the Stuck on Indiana tour last year. So we got this sticker. And a little bit ago, probably before you tuned in, we actually played my song Stuck on Indiana live. And when we played, I played it with this guitar pick. So you're actually, if you win, get the guitar pick that I played tonight. So that's what we're giving away.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Do you want to go ahead and let's answer? Do you put
Yeah.
Words are hard. Words are hard.
Apparently.
So of course I'll let you say the rules because I feel like that's
Yeah.
your job. That's your.
So first of all, my parents can't win.
Yes.
So they can't play. Because they'll know the answer to this too quickly. So we're going to ask a question. You guys are going to type the answer in the comment section, and the first person that shows up on my end with the right answer wins. Now, this goes to multiple platforms, so just because you don't see the answers in a certain order, or you may not see that somebody wins, doesn't mean we don't, because it all comes to one central location for us, so it's whoever gets here first. But because of the way the servers work, it may not look the same on your end. It's just the way YouTube and Facebook and all these things do this, but we see the actual winner on our end. So if you don't win, I'm sorry. Tell YouTube and Facebook and all those other things that they screwed it up for you. But
there you go.
The first person to give us the correct answer, generally speaking, spelling notwithstanding, will win.
Yes, absolutely. And I also created something today. I usually just say the question. So go ahead and get your typing fingers ready. We're actually going to put the question up on the screen, okay? So that way you guys can see it. So go ahead, get your typing fingers ready. Like Chris said, whoever answers first on our end wins.
Yep.
So the question is...
Here we go.
Pop it up. Oh, look at that. There it is. I made that. I was proud of myself. It says, all right, y'all, pop quiz. What small Indiana town is Chris from? And where we filmed parts of the Stuck on Indiana music video. So what is Chris's hometown? Where is he from? Put it in the comments below. Whoever answers first
A little
wins.
Jeopardy music going on.
Yep, and if y'all didn't know, if you have seen the Stuck on Indiana music video, we filmed most of that video practically in Chris's front yard.
Yep, not too far away. So a couple people said Kokomo. No, I am not from Kokomo.
If you guys need help, if you go to Chris's Facebook, it's on his Facebook profile.
It is on my Facebook profile.
Not in Kokomo.
Nope, not Kokomo. Way down in Kokomo.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
Your dad says I don't know. Tony, stop. It's a little bit of a hard one.
Listen, my dad's getting older. Maybe he's sitting there going, "Where am I from?
Where am I from? Where am I at?"
Brenda says Spencer. It's not Spencer. This one might take a little bit of research for you guys. You might have to work a little bit. We've talked about this a number of times in the past, but this was kind of a flow right past it kind of a thing of what the answer is. So we decided we'd make this one a little hard tonight. You guys might have to do some research. So Lewis Stone just gave me a bunch of letters and says spelling doesn't count, LOL.
Spelling doesn't count.
Boom! Rockin' Keto Amy got her merch.
Oh, come on, Amy.
Correct. Sunman, Indiana.
You go.
That is
there
the
you go.
one. See, Amy, it was just meant to be.
It was.
You wanted some merch and a Sweetwater sticker, and there you go. You're going to get some merch and a Sweetwater sticker.
Absolutely.
I am from the great metropolis of Sunman, Indiana.
The Great Metro.
Yes, which is a town of about 800 people.
Yes.
There is no stoplight. There is one small hometown grocery store, and it's mostly farmland all around it. And that's
As you can
where I
see,
hail from.
In the Stuck on Indiana music video, all
Ain't
the
nothing
farmland. Yeah, all the
Yeah,
farmland.
ain't nothing there.
It was perfect. Amy, congratulations. You guys give Amy a big round of applause and congratulate her in the comments. Miss Amy, whenever you can, shoot me a message. There's 1,000 ways to get hold of me. I know we're friends on Facebook or whatever, but shoot me a message and give me your address, and I will get all of this bundled up, packaged up, and out to you in the mail.
Yes.
Congratulations, Amy. That is awesome.
Yeah, so glad you won, Amy.
Yes. Yeah, Chris actually was the one that came up with that question tonight. And
I told her, I said, if we're going to do it, I was like, let's make it hard, especially because we
Yeah.
only do these once a month. Like, you know, giving people an answer that it's just like the first person that hears it and just gets to the keyboard fast enough knows it right away. Like that's not fun.
Yeah, kind of give it like a little bit of a challenge.
Love this. My mom says, fun fact, the man the town was named for died in Europe and his body was shipped back in a barrel of whiskey.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. That's
Yep.
interesting.
Yep.
Huh.
That's correct.
I love that kind of history like that where it's like where towns and
Yeah.
all are done.
There you go, guys.
There you go. Amy, congratulations. That's so exciting.
Yeah, go do me a favor now. Y'all go to wherever it is you would have a map nearby, and you see if you can figure out where Sunman is in Indiana, because it's probably not on your map. It's too small.
Honey, do people have paper maps anymore?
No, but you can get digital maps all over the place.
Oh, okay.
So you have to zoom in and 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 in on Google Earth before you're gonna find Sunman. So
It's a tiny place.
Yeah.
It's a tiny place.
Juju says, "Guess I just have to stalk y'all more."
There you go. Now she's gonna start like memorizing like birth dates and like all the different stuff. She'll be on it. She'll be on it.
And well spotted. Holly Springer says, "Chris, I like your Sun Studios Johnny Cash T-shirt."
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I bought you that, huh? Like back.
Yep.
Were we dating? I guess we were dating.
Juju says B&G Dairy Grill. Yes, we live about a mile away from the B&G.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, we used to go there and get ice cream when I was a kid.
I love that.
Mm-hmm. My mom says, and the town people drank the whiskey.
Oh gosh, that is wow.
Yep.
That's morbid, guys.
That's correct. That's correct. Evelyn says, where's Ash from?
I'm from Bakersfield, California.
Yep, and of course Auntie was right there with
Bakersfield.
that answer because she knows that one. Dennis says, I still have my Rand McNally mapped.
Really,
See?
Dennis? Oh, awesome.
Juju says, see, my stalker skills are good.
They're real good. They're real good. Well, awesome. Well, guys, thank you all so much again for tuning in. This has been always a lot of fun, as always. So we're going to let you go. We're going to go eat some dinner and go to bed. Is that what we're doing? We live a very exciting life. But thank you guys so much for being here and tuning in. Congrats to Amy for winning the bundle. It's so awesome. But yeah, you guys will definitely stay tuned. Make sure that you like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And we'll see you guys next month then, the month of June, for another Ash Wednesdays where we'll play more music, do another giveaway, throw another party basically. Like I said, it's the first Wednesday of every month, and so I will be posting those, so just keep your eyes out. So, did I miss anything?
I don't think so.
I feel
Guys,
like
make
I'm
sure you
missing
go
something.
to ashtaylor.com for all your Ash Taylor needs, including her merch shop, so you can pick up some lovely Ash Taylor merch all your own.
Oh, and for the members of the Bad Ashes, really quick, I have created an official merch store just for the Bad Ashes. So you literally have to join.
Yep, you got to be a super fan, be a badass, join the group over there at her website, and then you get access to special merch nobody else can buy.
And I have personally designed everything. I have picked everything out. It's a whole thing. So go to ashtaylor.com. You'll see where it says Bad Ashes. Sign up and join. $5 a month. But we have so much cool stuff going on in there. It's awesome. So just say that real quick. But yes, thank you guys all so much again for watching. God bless you all. And we will see y'all next time. Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye.